I'd like to call to order the October 16th Building Lands Committee meeting. Everybody can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please let the record show that all members of the Building Lands Committee are here. Councilwoman Swink, Councilman Abens, and Chairman Winkle. Other members of council also here. Councilman Toth, Councilman Jacobs, Councilman DeVries, Councilman Awig. From the administration, we have Mayor Corcoran with us, and we also have the Assistant Council Clerk, Ms. Weaver, with us. So, before us are the minutes dated a while ago.
June 19th.
Thank you. June 19th, 2023. Is there any corrections or comments on the minutes?
No.
Seeing none, those minutes are approved as submitted. We are here today to talk about T97, an ordinance vacating Elm Street, an unused, undeveloped street between Wallace Boulevard and Cornell Avenue, and abutting 4 properties, one of which encroaches into Elm Street upon action initiated by City Council. This was also discussed at a planning committee meeting on September 28th, and at that meeting, it was recommended by a vote of 3-0 to go forward with this. So that being said, I'd like to turn this over to the mayor to kind of fill us in on where this is at right now. To start there, please.
In honor of this season, I will point out that this is a little bit of a nightmare on Elm Street. So the issue is, at some point in time, there was a building constructed that went over the property line, and it is in the right-of-way or paper street that's noted as Elm Street. And I don't know how that happened, why it happened. I know the process when our building inspectors go and look at a building being built. They're looking at the building itself. They're looking to make sure that it's built to code. They wouldn't know where property lines are, so I'm not sure whose fault it was as to why it's located, where it is. But, this came up where the property owner approached the city and was trying to figure out how to fix it. And there's a couple of different ways, but in each and every instance, there's some cost involved. And from the city's perspective, we had previously vacated another portion of that paper street. So there were a couple of opportunities for us. We could have sold that piece of property. There was a discussion about easements. There's a discussion about vacating the street. We looked at it, and based on what we did in the past, vacating the portion that was remaining made the most sense. And so that process went, as you noted, went to Planning Commission. They approved us to move forward with that. And that's where we are. It's just whether we want to vacate the property or not. If we choose not to, the condition of the building on our property still exists. So, again, there's alternatives, but each and every one of them have a cost overall. So I know there's been some conversation with Council President Jacobs and the property owner. There seems to be some concerns about the cost, and there's a cost, like I said, to each and every option available to us. So that's where we're at. It's a process that comes up from time to time. We haven't vacated a street in a while, but we have done it in the past. There are still a few paper streets that exist, including across the street on the west side of the park. There's this paper street that is in there. So they're still around.
Thank you. Any members of the committee have any questions, comments? Any other members of council that are here? Is anybody in the audience? I know that vacating a paper street to me seems to make sense. It helps the homeowners out. There's 4 homeowners. They're going to equally get this parcel, from what I understand, because of they're all abutting to it. And we vacated properties before. Part of the street's already been vacated, so it makes sense to me. That being said, is there a motion by any of the fellow members of the committee?
I'll move to send this up to city council for consideration.
Second.
Okay, it was moved by Swank and seconded by Abens to send this back to council for their consideration. All in favor, say yes. Yes?
Yes.
Any opposed? So motion carries 3-0. Let's send it back to council. With no further business